人生ちょろかった
When I see other people's success while I'm stuck failing at something, my first thought isn't I didn't work hard enough. Instead, I think, where did I go wrong? What did they do that I didn't? Or is life just unfair to me? Probably I'm missing a secret, some magic trick, shortcut, or tool that will solve all my problems. Spoiler alert, it never does. I started to wonder, why do we so often overestimate the effort we are putting in? It turns out our perception of effort is kinda off. Maybe it's because of social media. People rarely show their struggles. The late nights, the failed attempts, the endless practice. Those parts don't make for great content. Instead, they show us the finished product, the success story, the talent. And as viewers, we fill in the gaps with our assumptions. Well, that seems easy. If they can do it, I can too. The truth is, effort isn't glamorous. It's not something people pause often or talk about often, but it's what makes the difference. The quiet, unseen hours are where growth happens, not in the highlights, not in the moments we share with the world. So we see someone's success formula and think, if I just copy this, I'll be successful too. But here's the catch. They're usually leaving out the effort part of the formula, or they mention it in passing like, oh yeah, I worked really hard. Well, what does that mean, right? It's human nature. We tend to think, I worked hard enough, but we don't see what's really happening behind the scenes for others. Section 2. The danger of over-preparing. I've spent hours researching how to do something better. You know, watching tutorials, scrolling social media posts, buying fancy tools. At some point, I convinced myself that all this prep work was extra effort. But let's be real, it's like buying a gym membership and calling yourself fit because you walked past the treadmill once. You are not working out, you're just fooling yourself. Take Procreate for example. When I decided to learn digital drawing, I thought, let's make this as efficient as possible. So I went down the rabbit hole, watched 50 tutorials, downloaded custom brushes, even Googled how to draw like a pro in 2 weeks. But you know what I didn't do? Actually draw. I had all the tools, all the knowledge, and exactly zero progress. Why? Because you don't get better at drawing by watching someone else do it. You get better by, well, drawing. The problem is we've become obsessed with working smarter, not harder, which is great in theory. But sometimes there's no smarter way. Sometimes you just have to work harder. No hack, no shortcut, just you grinding it out one awkward step at a time. And honestly, the more time you spend looking for that magic bullet, the less time you spend actually getting better. It's like being stuck in a cycle of preparing to prepare to prepare. At some point, you have to stop Googling and just do the thing. So here's my advice. Stop obsessing over the perfect tool or the farthest method. You don't need 100 tutorials and you definitely don't need to spend 3 hours picking the right font for your planner. What you need is to roll up your sleeves, get a little messy, and actually try. Section 3. The hidden saboteur. Well, it's almost like there's this hidden self-sabotaging part of us, a quiet, wicked voice that whispers, don't even try. At first, it sounds counterintuitive. Why would a part of me not want me to succeed? But when you really think about it, it makes sense. This inner voice isn't evil for the sake of being evil. It's protective. It tells you not to try because it's afraid of failure. If you never put in the effort, you can't fail, right? You can keep your confidence intact, tell yourself, I could have done it if I wanted to. But the cost? You stay exactly where you are. You trade potential growth for illusion of safety. Success requires risk. It demands vulnerability. And the only way to silence that voice is to do the very thing it fears. To try, to fail, and to try again.